Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And starting in this one, Daniel Espino. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Just about to get started. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
The third baseman, number 19, Bo Bichette.
Hey!
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And now the 0-1. Started after it. Appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 0-2 now. This one in the air center field. Adames gets under it, and there's one down.
Batting second, the catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Strike one.
Ball! That pitch is out.
And that's outside. And that's ball two.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one misses. Full count now. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Two down, base is empty. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate.
Hey!
Check swing, and he went. That's strike two. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now at Progressive Field. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Kyle Leahy. What do you have on him, Siggy?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Jose Altuve digs in for the guard. That one's upstairs, ball one. Swing and a foul out of play. One now. Foul ball there. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one away.
Batting second, the left fielder, Ethan Waugh.
Ball. That's inside.
Swings through that. Ripped to right. 2 down. Here's Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That one catches the zone. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Now a step off the rubber to reset. And the slider just misses. Stays alive. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Oh, 1 now. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. In the dirt, blocked. Walker moving under this one. And that is that. Top of the second. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jordan Walker. Pitching coach making his way to the mound, all quiet in the pen. So I guess he just wants to settle him down a little bit out there. Espino in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was born in Panama. Fights it off, he'll see another. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
That is it. The designated hitter, Alex Burlesdorf.
Hey.
Now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again.
That's a ball.
No score. here in the second. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 2-1. Swings through that one for strike two. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back here in Cleveland. So in now for Cleveland, Jackson Merrill.
Center fielder, number 3, Jackson.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well.
Now back in safely at first. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. That one way inside. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A 2-run homer. The Guardians strike first. It's 2-0. Andy Pages will hit next.
That's outside.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. The 1-1 is fouled off. So now 1-2 to Reese. That one missed.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Runner on the go. Throw to second. Save. So now with one away and a man at second. And now Bo Naylor. Check swing went around. That's strike one.
Whoa, that's upstairs.
Right through there for a strike. Move to second. Safe at second, and he gets back in. On the ground. Gloves it on the dive. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Up next for the Guardians, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
On the ground to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw.
Oh.
On to the third inning. Now up for St. Louis, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Pitch out, but no action. Bader gets his lead at first with nobody out. Bader runs. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. So now with one away and a man at second, Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Just missed.
That's inside. Hey!
Check swing called strike. Going to count 1-2. Struck him out swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Right through there for a strike. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Bottom of the inning, stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Guardians, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Slider right there. Outside.
Outside.
Ball 1. Out towards right center field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. But it's the center fielder who gets there. One away. One out man at first. Willie Adames stands in. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Ball.
Man at first, one away. And now 2 balls and a strike. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that is downstairs. And the count is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Guardians, the center fielder, number 3, Jackson
Ball one there.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. Ground ball could be two. The flip, there's one, and that's two. Here in Cleveland, now up for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. Time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's a 1-1. Late with the swing there. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And it is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. In the air left field, Kwan ranging back. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. To the right side, and it's through for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Nathan Wynn.
Inside, ball 1.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 3. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left
First and second, 2 outs. And now Bader up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases now loaded with 2 away.
second baseman, J.J. Weatherford.
Out to center. Merrill coming on. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom four. So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo.
The first baseman, number 9. Kyle Manzardo.
Just missed. Hard ground ball, base 9. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First pitch, not close. Way high. Manzardo gets his lead at first, nobody out. Quick toss to first. Now back in safely at first. Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Outside low, and it's 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch. Now a fly ball to right center. Scott on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Chris Roycroft.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Roll to short, could be 2. To Weatherholt, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
Victor Scott, the second.
Scott in his second season, 25 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Swings through that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a big swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swing and a ground ball. Altuve slings to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Bo Bichette.
In there, and it's 0-1. That's a strike. Swings and misses. Strikeout number 8. And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Edge of the zone for a strike. And the count is 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Out to short, Adames. That's the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Swings through that.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That one fouled off, 2-2. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. Two on the way. And there's a ball. Got him. One gone here.
Up next for the Guardians, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to short, win. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Cleveland, now up for St. Louis, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
Time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Going. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and we're starting over. Festa into the game.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Ball one low.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next to the Cardinals.
Now it's the DH, Alec Burleson, 1 for 2. One out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. That one lifted to left. Kwan in position, and there's 2 down.
Up next to the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Hit on the ground to short. The throw to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the 6th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose.
Swing and a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. Up the middle. Makes the catch, 1 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Out front, rip foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Fought off foul. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. 2 away. Jackson Merrill now at the plate.
The center fielder, number 3.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Nick Riquet.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Top of inning number 7. Now up for St. Louis, Harrison Bader.
Nope.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it.
Now back in safely at first.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. The Cardinals with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball.
Shortened the bunt and missed it, and a count 2-1. Bader runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. High fly ball, right field. Pages under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he beats it. He's safe. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
Anything but a strike here. This at bat could end up defining the game. Deep breaths in the box.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. A 1 down. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it. 2 down. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the 7th, Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Number 9, Kyle Manzardo.
He was late there, strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Guardians, the right fielder, number 44.
Outside, that's a ball.
Base knock center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup. Again, so impressive.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Riley O'Brien. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking. He's got a great curveball. And here is Hoskins. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Go ahead run on base. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Quick move to first. Now back in safely at first. That's in there. 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
That missed by a lot. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. Back now at Progressive Field. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Bo Bichette. Tim Herrin on to pitch here.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That's a strike. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. Check swing, and he went 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
That one missing inside. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Got him swinging. Throw to second. He's safe.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Here is Bryce Harper. And fouled off. Misses outside. Ball one. That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And it's second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next to the Cardinals, the right field, number 18, Jordan Walker.
In there at the knees. Strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That's off the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. got him swinging. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 8th, Jose Altuve getting ready to hit.
Altuve.
Ball one.
And the 1-0. Nice grab. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Guardians, the left fielder, Steven.
Popped in the air, left field, and there are 2 outs. Now it's Jose Ramirez, 1 for 3.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And this place is rocking. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 3-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now here is Jackson Merrill. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over. Now it's the DH, Alec Burleson. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Cade Smith.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
He caught it behind his back. On the money, nice play.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Ramon Urias.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining. So here's Bader now. 3 for 3 with 3 6. So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air to left center. Merrill on his way over. And that'll do it. The Guardians hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.